fish. Got him. I just barely hooked that bass. I mean, just barely. If I get a little grassy. Oh my goodness. If I get a little grass. Oh, I got him. I got him. I got him. I got him. All right. Hey guys, Tanner here. We go fishing here at a little private lake today. You have to know somebody to get in here. There's no public boat ramp. I'm gonna do a little early January fishing. It's January 4th. It's 60 degrees, bluebird skies. I don't know what the water temp is yet. At the bigger lakes, it's been right around 60 degrees. So I'm thinking with this cold snap we had a day or two ago, it's gonna be below that. They may have moved offshore into the deeper water. This is a pretty small private lake here, so hopefully I'll be able to break it down before dark. You know, it's winter time, we have short days. And it's probably about 3:15, 3:30 now, and I probably got about 2 hours before it gets dark. So usually just a speed worm around the edge works good here, but if I have to go offshore, I got a deep diving crankbait that I'm going to try. So go out there, see what happens. Stay tuned. I'm gonna start off with this red bug, blood red worm. About 8 foot of water. Let the wind blow me over here to this grass. I'll try it on there. Starting with this red bug, 1/4 ounce weight, and about 5 or 6 feet of water. Not sure if the bass will be out here in this edge of this grass or not. I expect them to probably be a little deeper, but this is where I enjoy catching them, so I'm going to start here. I mean, it's just bluebird skies out here, not a cloud in the sky. I don't know if they've seen this red bug out here much, so maybe they'll hit it. It's pretty clear water out here. This is probably good. This grass is super thick here. They might come out here and get it. Try to hit right on the edge of this grass and let it sink. And get this thing moving. Hope that somebody comes out and gets it. As I'm fishing through here, I'm looking for different grasses, and you can see where There's different kinds of grasses here, and it makes a heavy mat. And it looks like somewhere fish would hang out, especially when it's cold. That thick grass like that holds the temperature a little better. There's a fish. Got him. Oh, I got one. I think he's little though. Oh, he's decent. Ooh, not bad for this lake. They don't get too big on average. I just barely hooked that bass. I mean, just barely. I'm glad I didn't snatch on him too hard. There's one. Yep. Right off the edge of that grass, just like I was saying. It's a little, the water temperature's down, so they're gonna tuck in that heavier grass if you can find it, especially when it mixes. There's some lily pads here and some other kind of lilies that are coming up through this grass. Anytime you see the grasses change, the bottom changes. Bass like that change. Any consistency in, whether it's a break in the grass, a point, you know, just hard bottom, which some grasses grow a little harder bottom than other. And right here is just prime. Should be some more smaller bass in here. Right here on the edge. Let's see what happens. Put it in here. A couple of these little open areas. See if we can get it to kind of sink down here. Maybe there's a little bass or somebody sitting just under this mat. You can see there's 3 different kinds of grasses here, at least. This is usually a high percentage area for me as far as catching fish too. This is an older dock here, so it's established an ecosystem underneath it. Plenty of time for algae and other things to grow. Should be a good spot if I can get it here. Behind this dock, there's usually a fish sitting right here. This is usually a good spot to catch one right through here. This lake holds a lot of small bass. I mean, really small. They're aggressive too. You can catch them like 6 inches long. I've heard of some big bass in here. Maybe the biggest I've caught is just like a 2-pounder. But I just started fishing this just a couple months ago, so you know, I go around the lake and everybody's got a dock, and they come out and tell you about the 10-pounder they caught. So I don't know how many of those stories are true, but I'm sure there's some bigger fish in it. The one fella said he feeds the shad. He said they're like, he said the shad are like 8-10 inches. So I don't know what that means. Maybe that means that nobody's eating the shad, or maybe that means that, you know, it takes a bigger bass to eat those shad. I don't know. If the shad are getting that big, maybe the bass are getting big too, you know. Yeah, this lake's just what you can see here. There's an island in the middle. Everybody kind of knows when you're out here, you got to keep it counterclockwise around the island. Not a lot of people fish this lake, but a lot of people boat out here and ski, and just keeps it safe if everybody does the same thing. So it's a little safer and a little more predictable. Well, I don't think they're stacked up in this grass, so they might have moved off a little deeper. I'm gonna use my side scan and I'm gonna putt around the lake a little bit and see what I can see. We're here on the north side of the lake. Had a little action there on the east side of that island, but I always like hitting this little spot here. It's usually pretty good. Got some different grasses in here. It's just like a little grassy, oh my goodness, like a little grassy, oh. One just blew up right there. Let's see if we can catch it. We're on it. See if we can throw up in there and drag it back out of the grass. Oh, I got him, I got him. I got him, I got him. All right. Doesn't feel like it's pulling too hard, but oh, not a bad little bass. That's probably about average. 2 I've caught today, both been on this red worm, so thank you, buddy. I know you're hungry, but this ain't gonna fill you up. That was a trick. Not throw it on their head, but I threw it just on the edge of the grass and pulled it back out. I just caught the 3 fish, so you know, it wasn't completely successful, but it wasn't completely a failure either. So, you know, I had fun. You know, I was only out here for a few hours. Sun's going down now, and it's about time to get out of here. But appreciate you guys tuning in, and check you next time.